What's up, family? Welcome to Willie D Live. If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. If you have not done so already, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. If you want to skip the line, you can jump into the super chat. That way you make sure that your comments go noticed. I am going to check out the super chat first, then I'll make my way to the regular chat. But first, I'm going in, fam. So we got this black CNN reporter who has been arrested. Hold on, let me make sure, wait a minute, before I go any further, let me make sure that you guys can even hear me. Let me know, fam, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, fam. Can you hear me clearly? What's up, what's up, what's up? Okay, you can hear me. Okay, good. So, just in case you didn't hear me, anybody didn't hear me, make sure that the way we do this is you let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. And if you're outside of the US, let me know which country you're representing. I need you to smash up the likes, smash those likes up, fam. Hit that like button, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. Put it in their face. Let them know that we jumping over here. You dig? Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe, make sure you hit that subscribe button. After you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Make sure you click that thing so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you be in the loop. If you want to skip the line, you want to make sure your comments go noticed. You want to jump into that super chat. I'm going to check the super chat, then I'll go into the regular chat. But first, I'm going in on this topic, a couple of topics today. We're first going to start with the CNN reporter that was arrested on live TV in Minnesota by Minnesota police while reporting on the Minnesota riots over George Floyd's killing. Now, this dude, Omar Jimenez, was arrested on Friday morning by Minneapolis State Patrolmen. He and three others from CNN were reporting on the Minneapolis riots. They was told to move down the street, which they did, and asked where officers wanted them to go. Without being given an explanation, Jimenez was put in handcuffs by two cops. He asked, why am I under arrest? And he said, can you tell me why I'm being arrested? He and two other CNN employees were taken into custody, but have now been released. Minneapolis State Police claims they were released after they confirmed they were members of the media, but they done that on air. Imagine that, fam. They confirmed who they were on air. They showed them their credentials on air, but they arrested them anyway. Minneapolis State Police claims that they were released after they confirmed their identities. But again, on air, they confirmed who they were, but they arrested them anyway. Reporters from other networks have reported from the scene this morning without incident. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has apologized to CNN President Jeff Zucker. The team was released after Walz and Zucker intervened. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump had something to do with that because Donald Trump absolutely hates CNN. So I wouldn't be surprised if he used his influence to have them arrested. A news reporter in America getting arrested live on air, you can't make this stuff up, fam. This is America, not Iraq. This is not Israel. This is not Pakistan. This is America. It's not Iran. It's America. It's not China. It's America. A news reporter being arrested is one thing, but to be arrested in the middle of a report, the dude was standing there like, CNN, he said everything except CNN. And they're seeing, they're watching. And they arrested this man anyway with the mic in his hand. He had the mic in his hand. He got a cameraman facing him that says CNN, and they arrested him anyway. In all countries I've been to, I've never seen such diverse issues as those that America has, such loving, caring people. You know, I've never seen as many people with diverse issues, but you know, of course I'm being sarcastic, but to see a news reporter get locked up during a news report, it says a lot about how far backwards this country has gone. To say that the police is out of control is a gross understatement. America, I mean, it's not broken. It just don't work. You got to ask yourself, why would the police do something like that, knowing that the cameras are rolling? This is where we are, fam. The cameras don't make no difference to them. At first, they were trying to scoot around the cameras and they were worried about being filmed, but now they don't even worry about being filmed. Because when you got the president of the United States saying, when you start the looting, we start the shooting, then you already know that it's hopeless. You know it's hopeless. It's got to be hard. This is why it's so hard to be a decent cop. It's hard to be a decent cop, even if you wanted to be one. It's very hard to be a decent cop when you got so much corruption starting at the top. And everybody is just running amok. Everybody doing whatever they want to do. Everybody stealing, everybody beating people up. Everybody breaking the law. The police just breaking the law, doing whatever they want to do. And you're pretty much the outcast. You got police officers who won't even ride with another cop if you don't think the cop is dirty. Think about that. Which of us would rather a dirty person get in the car with us and ride with us? Think about it. You pull up, somebody jump in the car. Yo, nah, man. You know, like, nah, dude. You too honest, dog. You know, you too clean, man. You don't never get in no trouble, man. You know, like, you don't never put my life at risk, man. I need you to get out my car, dog. You ain't no fun, man. I'm just saying, I don't feel comfortable with you riding. Now you get in, man, because you a killer, boy. You a fool, boy. Ain't no telling what you gonna do. You gonna put my life in jeopardy. You gonna put other people's lives in jeopardy. Boy, you a fool with it. You dangerous. Get in. You're a thief. You're a crook. You're a murderer. You're a rapist. Get in. That's pretty much how it goes. That's pretty much how it goes, fam. So on the flip side of that discussion, we have the cop killer. I mean, you know, the killer cop, rather, that has been arrested for the murder of Floyd, of George Floyd. The killer cop is Derek Chauvin. Actually, Chauvin. Derek Chauvin. This dude is a mutt. He's the worst of the worst. He's a cancer to society. He is a virus. And there ain't but one vaccine for him. He need to be put down. He should be put down. It's time for the whatever legalities, whatever remedies that are available to put him down. This dude don't need to be in society moving amongst the civilized. The dude has been a cop for over 20 years. So that's 20 years of havoc he's wreaked on the Minneapolis community or wherever the hell he's been. Think about all the people he's violated through the years. This dude has such a cavalier mentality while he was murdering someone. Like, I've never seen anyone murder somebody so casually. He was very, very casual. I mean, like, he was more relaxed. Like, he was more relaxed than a person chilling in a massage chair. He was very relaxed. Murdering. This dude had no, he's a sociopath. He has no business on the streets hanging out with the civilized. I'm going to the chat, see what y'all saying, fam. I know we got some new members to the channel, so let me recognize them first. Paula Holt and Hazel Burnett. What's up, Paula and Hazel? Family, show them some love. Show the new members some love. You Need Jesus says, was Big Floyd and SUC or just affiliated? I'm not sure about that. Jonathan Lee Riches. Let's see what Jonathan is saying. To move around here. Jonathan says, stop the race baiting, y'all. There are armed Trump supporters in Minneapolis right now supporting this protest and protecting other stores from being looted. Man, we don't give a shit about no stores being looted. What are they doing to protect the people, the citizens of Minneapolis? Armed Trump supporters, we already know what that's about. Ain't nobody race bait. Nobody, we don't have to race bait. America don't need race baiters. America is a race bait in and of itself. Trump supporters, when you say Trump supporters, that right there lets you know what they're about. Armed Trump supporters too? Oh, they're some of the most kookiest people in the world. Yeah, we ain't trying to hear that, bro. I think you stumbled upon the wrong channel. He worked with George, he's evil. What are you talking about, Jackie Webb? Rick Mo, Gary, Indiana in the house. Tulsa, Oklahoma, Eric Summers. What's up, Zachary Jones? We got Tito Sanders. It's a killer. The truth says arm yourselves. Y'all ain't got that figured out yet. That's one of the most basic things you need to do if you live in America. Arm yourself. Some of y'all, you know, one of the most basic things y'all do is y'all go and get a dentist. Y'all have a personal physician. You know, you buy a car, you know, you get a house. You better get a gun first here. You live in America, you better get you a gun. This is why I'm a gun advocate. You better get you a gun to protect yourself and your family. Because keep in mind, they got people kicking in doors now, coming in people's doors, trying to snatch their children out of the house now. You better get you a gun. And when you get that gun, you go get you some training. So when somebody violates you, you're able to defend your family. You're able to defend yourself. I see Serena just popped up. What's Serena talking about? Kaepernick put a knee down against police brutality. This cop put a knee down to kill another innocent Black man. You dig? Pat Dub, I see you. True story, Serena. They don't care about that. They can't handle the truth. I see some people writing in caps, fam. I don't read all cap comments. So take your cap lock off, and I got you. I got you. If you got a good comment, fam, I'm gonna see the comment. If it's a good comment, well, most likely I'll see it. I'm not guaranteed to see every comment. But if I come across the comment and it's a good comment, I will read it. How about that? Jesse P, what up, Jess? I think you're wrong on that one, fam. They're really out here protecting the citizens. These BML thugs aren't even from Minneapolis. They are a fabrication. This destruction because an election year again. You do know that those thugs, one of those thugs was identified as a police officer, right? You speaking on that? One of the thugs that supposedly set the riots off, set the vandalism off at Target. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm right on this one. You know, just the whole idea of calling BML thugs, that let me know where you at, Jesse. That let me know that you tone deaf, and that let me know that I bet you anything, every time a black person get killed, you're taking the side of the police officer. I bet you anything that you wasn't really vocal when George Floyd was killed by the police officer. I bet you wasn't. That let me know everything you're about when you call BML thugs, BLM thugs, because while you may have a couple of people that's doing what they want to do, the majority of people that's in that organization are nonviolent. So how in the hell could they be thugs if they're nonviolent? How could they be thugs? They let me know. You just told on yourself. You just told on yourself. I don't agree with everything the organization does. I don't agree with everything they do, but the thing is that they're not thugs. You know, if you want to talk about thugs, Trump is a thug. That's a thug. The dude is in the White House stealing, telling the police to shoot citizens that are looting. It's looting. It's property. It ain't shit. It's insured. You know, he not telling them to shoot dirty police officers that putting knees to people's necks and killing them, sucking the life out of them. He not telling them to do that. He's telling them to shoot innocent people, like shoot. Well, now I ain't gonna say innocent people because you're not innocent if you're looting, but he's telling them to shoot people because they're stealing something, because they're burning something. But he's not telling them to do anything to the police officers that illegally kill people. Cops should be held to a higher standard. They took the oath. As citizens, we don't take the oath. They should be held to a higher standard. Why is it that when they commit a crime that they get a slap on the wrist, or they don't get, or they get a slap on the wrist or a promotion, but we go to jail? We got to go spend a whole lot of money for lawyers and all kind of stuff. We're held at a much higher standard. We're supposed to be able to think faster and smarter than they do, and they've been trained to do all of this. We have no training, but we're supposed to make better decisions when we have conflict than they do. And we're held at a higher standard, but we haven't taken an oath. Why is that? Is that not backwards to you? What's up, Keith Richards? BLM is a clan with a tan. They ruin our message every damn time. All right, that's your position. Cops are the biggest gang in the US. Do you know how right you are? That's what's up, Serena. You said it before. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so here's the deal. People are focusing on the protesters, right? This is my thing. It's more people that's got something to say about the protesters than they have to say about the cop. If that's your position, your whole credibility is lost with me. If you're not making these type of statements about the cops that killed George Floyd, you have zero credibility with me. Zero. It lets me know what you're about. It lets me know who you are. So I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it at all. And people like to say another thing too, race baiting, when it comes to Black folks talking about discrimination or injustice, race baiting is code for, man, please shut the fuck up and stop complaining about being brutalized and harmed. Stop that, because you're just race baiting. You know, but when other cats do it, they're rebels. If a white dude talk about the police or the system being flawed, they talk about a dirty cop, the white guy is considered a rebel. If a Black guy does it, he's considered anti-patriotic. You know, he's considered a problem, a nuisance. Just like when a white guy talks about the Second Amendment or the First Amendment. Black guy talks about, when Black guy says, give me liberty or give me death, they start panicking. Ooh, wait a minute. White guy talks about it, they go, yeah. See, I know the game, bro. So you can run it, but it ain't gonna get past me. I know the game. Start talking about arming yourselves. White guys talk about arming themselves. That's right, man. I got a right. It's my God-given right. Constitution, American, freedom, protect my family. Black guys start talking about owning a gun. Wait a minute. What kind of background do you have? What are you going to use the gun to do? You're talking about shooting ducks, or you're talking about shooting us? The double standards are absolutely astounding. Pumpkin or, is it or Ori, I guess, or? Appreciate you, Pumpkin. What's up? What is that? Is it Binghamton? New York in the building. The Funk 187, what's up? KK, BLM ain't never hung people from trees, sat back and watched with a picnic basket with the whole family. Exactly. But they don't want to talk about that part. The same people who got something to say about BLM, they ain't saying that. They never make them comments about the Klan. Neo-Nazis, white nationalists, they ain't got nothing to say. That's why I say they have zero credibility when they start coming over here talking to me about that stuff. They have zero credibility because I know what they're about. That's why Trump has zero credibility with me, because I know what he's about. He had nothing to say when the dirty cops clearly murdered George Floyd. But now he got something to say all of a sudden about people looting and rioting. If he cared about life, if he really cared about the city of Minneapolis, he would have made sure that those cops was arrested day one. The people would have never taken off on the protest. It would have never gotten started. It would immediate arrest. It would have gave the people some assurance that justice may possibly be served. But when they didn't arrest those cops, people had to vent and they took to the streets. They could have avoided it. You know who started those riots? Derek Chauvin and the other cops who helped him, his co-conspirators. That's who started the riots. For every action, there's a reaction. What you thought was going to happen. I saw him riding in LA. And I'm going to tell you something, LA is a whole different beast. Them boys out there, they don't be playing no games. Them boys out there for real with it. And they take it to a whole different level. So you get them riled up, it's a whole different ball game. Because they put in work for real. They ain't gonna play with it. You ain't gonna be able to just roll on them for one day and it's all over. So it's just amazing how America can fly over to other countries and bomb other countries and root out a dictator or destroy some type of cell, organization that is supposed to be anti-democratic. They can go over there and take care of business like this, but they can't get rid of the Klan. They can't get rid of these neo-Nazi groups. Why is that? Oh, because they don't want to. Because those groups serve a purpose for them. And you got police officers, members of law enforcement, planted in the judicial system, who are parts of these organizations. That's why. Yeah, the truth shall set you free. So if you're looking for it, I got plenty of it for you over here. Come on down. Raw Will, we surely must realize how important Black media is now. Keep up the great work. Appreciate you, Raw Will. Carl, the looting wasn't the locals. The locals don't want these BLM there and are armed on the street. Look, BLM ain't the only ones there, okay? There's all kinds of organizations out there, so stop trying to put everything on BLM. It's not just BLM. And I'm pretty sure it's Minneapolis, so I'm pretty sure, but you can't speak for everybody. You can't speak and say the locals don't want them there. What locals don't want them there? Because there are local people that actually invited them to come there. So what are you talking about? What locals are you talking about? See, and let's go back to the statement that Raw Will just made. We surely must realize how important Black media is now. Keep up the great work. Right in your face, real time, great work, media. Black media on your ass. Straight up, raw, uncut, uncompromised, unbought. Right here in your face. No sellout. We ain't gotta listen to CNN no more. We ain't gotta just listen to whatever news ABC or CBS and NBC shove down our throats. This type of outlet gives us balance, and we can get some real hardcore facts. We ain't gotta be sitting around here getting brainwashed about what they're offering us. Yeah, they can't stand that. What's up, Steve Wilson? Black media is what we need. Damn Skippy. Steve Swanson, back-to-back Steves. Black media is more important now than ever. Absolutely. This is why I'm always like encouraging people like to support Black media, even if it's not me. You know, it don't have to be me, because I support Black media too. Like I support the Tariqs. Like we don't, and that's the thing, we gotta stop like tripping. Like we see a person doing one thing, we hear about somebody did something or somebody try to attack one of ours, and we just listen to it and hear it, and we just take it at length and we just run with it, and we cut a person off or whatever. Man, we need all the allies we can get. Like we got to understand that ain't none of us perfect. We all make mistakes. All of us have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. But at the bottom, at the end of the day, do this person love our people? That's all I got to know. And I'm riding. So I ride with Tariq Nasheed. I ride with Boyce Watkins. You know, I ride with these cats, Dr. Claude Anderson. You know, I ride with these cats, man, because we need those voices out there. We need those alternative voices. We need people that really care about the community for real. These people, none of us are perfect. Like I said, we ain't gonna always agree. I've had people that come on my platform and say, oh man, Willie D, you tripping, man. I'm about to unfollow you. You know, you was cool, man, but I don't, you know, your last couple of videos, man, I ain't feeling that. So let me get this straight. So I done gave you 1,000 videos. Everything was cool. I made 2 videos and you saying I'm canceled. Kick rocks, sucker. You're too emotional to be on this channel. Kick rocks. I'm straight. You know, if you're like an emotional person, this probably ain't the channel for you. It's okay to have emotions, but to be emotional, you're probably gonna get lost on this channel because I ain't here to pander to the base. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to just bring some truth, spit some facts, and also give you guys a platform where you guys can sound off on. You know, I'm cool with that. I have no problem with people disagreeing with me. Just, I have my primary rule that I have here on this channel is don't disrespect the host. That's it. Just don't disrespect the host. You know, and keep it family. There will be no attacks on, there will be no personal attacks on this channel. Like you're not gonna be able to come to this channel and clown Black women. That ain't gonna happen. You know, it's not gonna happen. Can't do that here. This ain't the channel. It's too many people. It's a lot of places you can go and hear people clowning Black women, you know, but this ain't the channel. It ain't. And you ain't gonna be able to clown Black people, period, on this channel. We got a whole lot of channels devoted to clowning Black people. Whole lot of news stories on these mainstream outlets devoted to clowning Black people. This ain't the channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna be able to do that over here. We got our flaws, but my job ain't to highlight the flaws. My job is to highlight our attributes and to expose injustice. Expose these clowns, these suckers. Yeah, that's my job. Who was that? Moonlight 888. What's up, Moonlight? Appreciate you. Got a new member, Morgan Nelson. What's up, Morgan? Welcome to level 2. Show us some love, fam. What is that, Nate? Blexit. Neither side of politics is for us. Two sides of the same coin. This mainstream media is against Americans, Black and white. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is. But the strange thing is that they use all of us in different ways. They use white people in one way and they use Black people in another way, but they don't love neither one of us. They love none of us. That's just the way it is. And these big corporations that's putting this toxic chemicals in our food and water supply, they don't love us either. They're all the same, bro. They're all on the same team. Shawn Smith, I'm glad you just said that, Willie D, because I follow them brothers as well. I'm all ears on you brothers. That's what's up. Appreciate you, Shawn. Kenneth Shoebridge, welcome to level 1. Show Kenneth some love, fam. Kenneth Shoebridge. Show him some love. Let me see where my moderators at. Who is that? Cookie Lie? What's up, Cookie? Appreciate you. Looking for my moderators. Where are my moderators? Who is that? Malcolm Welch. What's up, Malcolm? Appreciate you, Malcolm. Nathaniel Eric. What's up, homie? Just Living says, am I blocked? Not on here. If I can read your message, you're not blocked. Oh, hell. Areum Smith says, did you hear what Joe Biden said today? What did he say now? Look, man, I don't know what he said, but I can tell you this. Joe Biden, if you think Trump is giving you some sound bites, Biden got a lot more for you. It ain't gonna ease up when he gets in. You got at least 4 to 8 years more of this stuff, no matter what. I'm telling you. Biden is wild. And once he becomes, if he gets a chance to become president, he's going to be even more wild because he's going to be more arrogant, like Trump is. And he's going to say more wilder things because, like, who going to check him? Trying to see what Biden said today. Top 10, Joe might pick us. Okay, I don't know what he said, so let me know what he said. It's not coming up in the search. Let's try one more thing here. It's not that. Joe Biden says he spoke with George Floyd's family. I guess maybe that's what you're talking about. Okay, former Vice President Joe Biden said Friday he spoke with the family of George Floyd, the black man who died this week at the hands of a police officer in Minneapolis. I was truly impressed with their courage and their grace during this unimaginable, painful time, Biden told CNN's Don Lemon on the Situation Room. The presumptive Democratic presidential nominee said he had spoken with Floyd's family about Saturday marking 5 years since his son, Bo, had died of brain cancer. I tried to give them some solace in terms of how the memory and meaning of George's life would leave with them, Biden said. Earlier in the day, Biden called on Americans to confront racial injustice in the nation and said it was time for us to take a hard look at the uncomfortable truths. His remarks came after days of protest in Minneapolis and across the country over Floyd's death. Weeks like this, we see it painful that we're a country with an open wound and none of us can turn away. None of us can be silent. None of us can any longer can we hear the words, I can't breathe and do nothing. We need real police reform to hold cops to a higher standard that so many of them actually meet, that holds bad cops accountable and repairs relationships between law enforcement and the community they've sworn to protect. And he says some other things. That sounds good, but Joe Biden is a good old boy, and I don't believe him. I think he would have to make me a believer. I would have to see some action. I would really have to see some action. I don't believe him. But it sounds good. I mean, he's saying what needs to be done. What's up, Eric Hardwick? I see you, Orlando, Florida, in the building. Yeah. Captain Dredd says, yes, please. Can some of y'all go stick up for the Black queens getting dragged in the media? People read our comments, say something, it matters. It does, fam. Like, I don't know, I think there are Black guys out there that love Black women. I think they love Black women, but they've been hurt by the Black women that they've been with. And oftentimes, you know, people get emotional and they just, well, you know, it's all of them. Well, it's all the ones that you've dated, right? But people just say all. And what they don't understand is that they when they make those type of statements, they make it hard for the women that they do love, they claim to love, that they're not in intimate relationships with, like their daughters or their, even if they don't have a daughter now, if they have a daughter in the future, or their mother, or their aunt, or their sister, their cousin, their friend, it makes it harder for those Black women to go about their business in society because they have this negative image that's been associated with them, and it's perpetuated by Black men. So my thing is to not give them no extra ammunition. You know, if you already got people attacking our women, why would I add to it? If I claim to love Black women, why would I add to that dumb shit? I'm not gonna add to it. You see? So I'm not that big of a fool. I got a daughter. I want her life to be I want it to be as uncomplicated as possible. I want it to be adventurous, but not complicated. You know, I don't want her to go out into the world and people prejudging her based on some dumbass preconceived notions and stereotypes. Because we know that the angry Black woman is a stereotype. Every time I look up, I'm seeing all these angry white women losing their fucking minds, going crazy, just screaming at the top of their lungs. But nobody has started the angry white woman narrative yet. Why is that? And the media is not talking about it. They're not perpetuating that. White men are not perpetuating. You don't see white men talking about, and all these angry white women, and all, they're not doing that. They're not that stupid. So why would I get out on social media or anywhere, any platform, and try to single out Black women? That's good and bad in every genre of anything in the world. If I claim to love Black women, why the hell would I try to single out Black women? Why would I get emotional about the Black women that because I've had some bad experiences with Black women? Why would I just single them out? Why would I just make a generalization about Black women? That's stupid. It's emotional, it's unmanly. I wouldn't do it. It doesn't serve me and it doesn't serve them. So I avoid those type of conversations. I avoid that type of language. Has no purpose. Like, it serves no purpose. Here's a good question. Okay, I'm gonna read this question. It's a good question. Malevolent says, but Willie, can't argue that to a degree. Stereotypes exist because there is a large sample size of a certain look or behavior. That's how they become a stereotype. Not necessarily. To a degree, some stereotypes are earned, but also some stereotypes are held or widely held because, and they're oversimplified images or an idea of a particular person because a particular group or person or entity put it out there like that to serve their personal needs, their personal desires. Like the way American media and government made it their business to do everything they could to destroy the Black people image, to destroy Black people image worldwide. And they're still doing it worldwide. They've worked on destroying Black people's image for centuries. Why would they do that? So that they could get away with mistreating Black people and nobody would question it. Well, that's right, they say they're savages. That's right, they say they can't be trusted. That's right, they say they're violent. They're savages. So anything that happens to them, they deserve it. Nobody cares. You see? So sometimes people will perpetuate stereotypes to serve their own needs. What's up, John Sales? Miss Michi. Finally, Miss Michi on the job. What's up, Miss Michi? Show Miss Michi some love, fam. Miss Michi on the moderator duties. Respect and protect the Black woman and child, says Steve Wilson, and I concur. Pat Dub, Willie, history has shown us these people are, you stop right there. Oh, has shown us how these people are. Okay, I got you. Eddie Sledge, what's up, Eddie? Rob Watson, New York in the house. I was on the phone yesterday, late night. Who is this? Willie, you looking like the Black Scarface today. Black Scarface now. The white Scarface looking like the Black Willie D. You dig what I'm saying? No. I mean, he looking where he look. Well, put it like that. He looking like the white Willie D. Scarface looking like the white Willie D. You dig? So, speaking of Scarface, the rapper, he called me late last night, man. He called me like maybe 1 o'clock in the morning with some New York cats on the phone. We was talking about hip hop, man. So you know how that go. We was talking about top fives, spirited discussion. Brought that up because Rob Watson from New York is in the building, checking out the show. Yeah. Let's see who we got over here in the chat. Who in the super chat? Who's in the super chat? Dee Dee Smith. What's up, Dee Dee? If you just joined the show, fam, we were having a conversation about the cop that was arrested for killing George Floyd. Who was that, Quita SM? What's up, Quita? Appreciate you. Was having a conversation about the cop that killed George Floyd, who put the knee to George Floyd's neck and squeezed the life out of him. And so this dude, I think he deserves the death penalty. I think they should give him the death penalty. I know Minnesota don't have a death penalty, but he can be brought up on federal charges, and they could they could apply the death penalty. But he's not up on it. They only charged him with 3rd-degree murder, and he can only do up to 25 years in prison. That's it, maximum 25 years, which is nothing. Now, they did say that more charges could come later, and I hope like hell they come, because that was cold-blooded murder. He got to go. He and the rest of them. That was cold. That was too cold what they did to that dude, man. That dude begged for his life for a long time. He had plenty of opportunities to preserve life, but he wanted to kill that dude. And that's what he did. Cold game, fam. Then the police arrested the black news reporter for CNN. They arrested a couple other cats that was with him in the crew. But the fact that they arrested the black guy while he was live on air, like he got the mic in his hand, being filmed, he got a cameraman facing him, and he's doing this, and they're putting cuffs on his wrist. Only in America. Jenny, what up, Jenny? I'm getting the impression that those folks who came on your platform to make negative comments about BLM were sent here on purpose to prevent damage control. Yeah, absolutely. By weaponizing divide and conquer tactics, Black people, we need to stand together, united. That's why, look, great point. Look, when they come, first of all, I'm like this when it comes to justice. I'm like this. So when I know I'm standing on righteousness, it ain't nothing they can tell me. It's nothing you can tell me about what's going on with rioting and somebody burning the Target when I know you ain't put that same energy in the police officers who murdered this man, who caused the whole uprising in the first place. You got people that are more upset that people were looting than they are that a man, a human being, lost his life. Those people have zero credibility with me. I don't care what they say. It's nothing they can do to convince me that the place that they're coming from is a place of truth. It's a place of logic. It's a place of humanity. They don't give a damn about humanity. They care about maintaining the status quo. Ain't nobody worried about no damn Target getting burned. Target, they're gonna rebuild. They're insured, fully insured. They're gonna rebuild. The employees that they have will be relocated to another store, or they're gonna draw down unemployment. They'll be okay. Every single item that was in that store will be replaced by insurance. They'll be okay. Dorothy, what's up? We got a new member, fam. Show Dorothy some love, fam. Welcome to the Willie D Live channel, Dorothy, the newest member to the Willie D Live show. Show some love, fam. What up, Brian? Ryan Brown, good evening. Shawn Morgan, newest member to the channel, fam. Show Shawn some love. Shawn Morgan, What's up, Marshawn? Appreciate you. Says Sherman Shackelford. What's Sherm talking about? Oh, no, that's Calvin. Calvin Shackelford. Respect and support your channel. Appreciate you, Cal. MG, looking sharp, OG. Appreciate you, MG. Yeah, man, I had to, step it up a little today. My daughter was taking her graduation pictures. I'll share with you. She did her graduation cap and gown pictures. So you had to get up early, go out and stand with her. Totally proud of her. Finished law school. My daughter been going to school for 20 straight years, fam. 20 straight years. And the last 7, undergrad and law school, well, really the law school part more than anything, the last 3 years, because she finished in 3. Ooh, man. Boy, she was at it. Ooh. But she took care of her business. She did exactly what she intended to do and what we expected her to do. So super proud over here, super proud. And I'm proud of all of these youngsters out here doing it, man. I see so many youngsters graduating and I'm like, where are these images? I see so many youngsters just handling their business. I mean, getting it, doing it. These kids are all kinds of professionals on all kinds of levels. My best friend's daughter is a doctor. She's 4 years older than my daughter, but she's a doctor. We got a doctor and a lawyer. Ghetto boys, a doctor and a lawyer, but we were daddies first. We grew up at a time, we always had dreams of making sure that our kids had more than what we had and being there for our kids, always being in our daughters, being involved in our children's lives. And we stuck to, each of us stuck to our words and we put the work in. So, that's the reward. So I'm proud of that, but I'm proud of so many other parents who put the work in, whose kids are doing phenomenal things, whose grandchildren are doing phenomenal things. These kids today, one thing about it is that they know no limit. You can't tell them what they can't do. They're like, man, you get out here to do this. And they out there getting it. They're doing it, man. I'm proud of these kids. And these kids are not the images that you see on TV or on the internet every day, where these damn knuckleheads out here acting a damn fool. Remember, fam, keep that in mind. They project our worst as a representation of who we are as a people. And they project their best as a representation of who they are as a people. That's the difference. I see it with my own eyes. I'm here, I'm on the scene. I'm going to the graduations. I'm at the graduation parties. I'm at the ceremonies. I see hundreds of kids, sometimes thousands, moving that thing like that. You know what I mean? Like, they're out there, but you're not gonna see those images because that is not the image they want. What they're gonna show you is the images of kids out here acting a fool and the police gunning down for Black folks. Those are the images they want you to see. Because when you see negative images, of you, of people that look like you, if you're not sharp enough, it'll reinforce in your brain what you are or what you're capable of being or what you're not. So when you see this, you see these images of kids doing all this stuff and all this bad stuff, you think it's hopeless. Oh man, these kids, they're hopeless. I ain't got nothing to say to them. You haven't even given other kids shots. You won't even give other kids a chance because you think that kid, the worst is a representation of our best. When you see the police killing some Black person, violating somebody's rights, you feel defeated, you feel beat down, you feel hopeless. So it brings your spirit down. The same is true when you see yourself being victorious, when you see people that look like you being victorious, you think that you're capable of doing anything. Like, yeah, man, we could do this, man, that's hope. You see all the youngsters graduating and doing that thing and moving up in life, you be like, man, that's hope, man, that's good for it, man. We can, and then we see people like Robert Smith become billionaires, and we see what LeBron James is capable of doing, and we see other people that look like us doing great things, and we like, man, we see a whole a picture of over a dozen doctors in one picture, or a couple of dozen lawyers, all Black, or judges in one picture. We like, oh damn, man, I didn't know we were doing it like that. You mean, damn, we could do that. Seeing these negative images of ourselves have the same effect as seeing positive images of ourselves. So when we see the positive, we feel victorious. We can do it. We can do anything. When we see the negative, we feel defeated. We feel like we can't beat them. We feel like they're too big. The police too big to beat. They're always killing us. We're never doing anything to them. We're never getting justice. So we feel defeated, and we feel like it ain't never gonna happen. Kind of like when slaves were like saying that they're never gonna be free. We're never gonna be free. And there were slaves like, man, we're gonna die slave, and some did die slaves. There were others that deterred slaves from escaping, who eventually escaped to freedom. Some didn't make it, but many of them did. But there, it's a defeatist type mentality when we see these negative images, and the media knows exactly what they're doing. So that is why they put those images out there. Even the numbers are skewed. All of these polls and stuff they come back with, every time, you ever notice every time they come back with a poll, Black people are always at the bottom? I don't believe their numbers, family. Listen, if they won't treat you right, they won't teach you right. I don't trust their numbers. They're part of the problem. Why would I believe their numbers? No, I don't trust them, fam. I don't trust them. I trust my experience, what I see, what I know. I can listen to science, I can listen to their numbers or whatever, and then I do my own research and my own homework, and then I can draw a conclusion. I can say, well, maybe they have a point, but probably not, because they are on the other team for real. They are part of the problem. I don't trust people who are part of the problem. If they're part of the problem and they've been identified clearly as part of the problem, why would I trust their numbers? It's not even logical to do that. Super chat, where y'all at? Let's see what you're saying. Is that Conlardis? Conlardis Jones. Boy, I ain't never heard that name before, but I like it. It's different. Conlardis. I like that. OG, what you think about the supposedly felt talk Joe Biden had? I don't trust Joe Biden, so that's how I feel. I judge people by their record. And I think that Joe Biden has a long record of making like statements to suit whatever agenda he's trying to push at the time. So I don't trust it. Earl Williams, we got thousands down by the White House fighting and painting the building. Hell yeah. Paint them, fight, paint, whatever. That's not, now keep in mind, family, when you're fighting and you're painting buildings, and it's a part of protesting, then that all goes with the law. As far as I know, I'd have to brush up on it, but that's supposed to be a different level of the way the police respond to people when they become unruly or they break the law in the midst of of unrest. So it's supposed to be a different way that they apply the law. I could be wrong, but I'd have to go back and check that out. But again, you know, I ain't tripping on that. Like, I think that needs to be some type of repercussions every single time these type of things happen. And I mean, every single time. And that's how it'll stop, you know, and also with cops being punished. First of all, if cops were punished, if they were held responsible, there would be no need for all of this type of stuff. It wouldn't even be happening because people would be like, oh, we ain't worried about it. You know, it's gonna be justice. It wouldn't even be a problem. It's a problem because cops are not being held accountable. Charming Diva says, love y'all, Willie D, doing a great job, King. Until next time, crew, peace. 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 I gotta go too, fam. It's game night with my daughter. I'm gonna go in and kick it with my baby girl. So I gotta go, fam, but I appreciate y'all for tuning in and chiming in, you know, speaking on it. I think that you know, it's what 2020 is, man. Woo, man. What else, fam? We ain't even halfway through. Good God. Until next time, fam, I appreciate y'all, but let me give out some last shout outs to my super chat, people who went out of their way to be heard and to speak on this subject. You Need Jesus, Paula Holt, Hazel Burnett, Jonathan Riches, Pat Dub, Serena, always faithful Serena Santiago, Jesse P, Keith Riches, Pat Dub, KK, Raw Wheel, Carl, Simon Carr, Stephen Wilson, Stephen Swanson, Cookie Lie, Eric Hardwick, Moonlight 888, Morgan Nelson, Nate, Keyshawn Smith, Malcolm Welch, Kenneth Shoebridge, Dee Dee Smith, Stephen Wilson, Pat Dub, Eddie Sledge, Quita SM, Jenny, Dorothy, Shawn Morgan, Kevin Shackelford, Jerome Benjamin, Conlordis Jones, wins the title for most unique and coolest name today. Earl Williams, who is that, D. Grat? What's up, D. Grat? Charming Diva. There it is, fam. Until next time, y'all enjoy your weekend. I may do a live tomorrow, I'm not sure. But in any event, take care of yourself and love, love, love on them babies. All right, no more talk.